The best meat on a stick. So if you're trying to start a business, I would not start it on 192. Here's the 35-pound gummy bucket. And Donald has a new outfit. Golf carts are just getting bougier and bougier. Okay guys, we're currently in Celebration, Florida. It's time for another Celebration update. Today is the busiest day of the entire year in Celebration. Well, maybe second busiest. Halloween is the craziest, and then second busiest day is the car show. It's Saturday, this is when all the cars are out. So we got construction updates, we got drama, and then we also got the car show. So there's gonna be more than just the car show. There's a lot of other stuff we gotta cover. Myth, Easter is over. Fact, Jesus is still alive. This is what I'm talking about. It looks like a freaking bug or a spider. Looks like these go up and it almost looks like wings, as if it was a bug flying by. We got a 1985 Ferrari. Now the fun thing about this is there's the custom luggage with the Ferrari logo on it that goes right in there. Why is there Bumblebee over there? Here comes Bumblebee. You know, like at MegaCon, everybody can kind of let their freak flag fly a little bit and they can like truly be themselves. It's like Bumblebee here. He can finally be his true self at a car show.
Axel just took off.
Over here, some Karate Kid training happening. There's a Five Guys car here because they're selling Five Guys milkshakes here. If you donate $8, you get one shake. If you donate $15, you get two shakes. Here they have all the old signs. I love a little alien smoking one. Then you got the vintage Michelin Man, the Michelin tires. Look at the face on that. Two guys just hanging out. Like an old Batman advertisement. Delicious Donald Duck ice cream. You got the Michelin Man with his little dog enjoying life, but they're about to be kidnapped, okay? They're coming for that dog. This little monkey is coming to kidnap the dog. There's also one coming from behind. You better watch out, little Michelin Man. You better watch out. Only the best wear a bow tie. There's just so many people walking by. We got the Chick-fil-A cow. It's here. You never know what you're gonna see. It's just like the whole Porsche Avenue. You have a Cadillac Eldorado right here, 1960. These things are great. They are like a freaking boat though. The back's the best on this thing. Look at this. Look at the shine. There's so many beautiful cars everywhere. You know what's not beautiful? Celebration eyesore. Has anything been worked on? Has anything changed? This just looks so bad. As you know, we're gonna document this till it is finished. One day they'll finish the Celebration eyesore. The signs are barely hanging on, but I was like, this little porch, they always change up what Mickey's wearing every single season, kind of like the house on the corner. But he's dressed up as summertime little hula skirt wearing Mickey. So when you're walking down here, they're always changing what Mickey's wearing. The house on the corner that always decorates for every holiday is now decorated for Cinco de Mayo. They got some inflatables out. They got banners on the porch, Cinco de Mayo. There's massive inflatables of piñatas. They got another piñata. You come around the corner, there's another little inflatable. It says Cinco de Mayo. Then when you come up on the porch, again, every single season, they all get new outfits. Mickey's got a new outfit, Minnie's got a new outfit, and Donald has a new outfit. If you're in Celebration, stop by and you'll see something new every single season at this house on the corner. Ferrari. For the Ferrari. I got some Rolls Royces here. Get the flames with that paint job. Look how immaculate it looks in there. We're gonna get powered up with some NOS. I know you guys want to see the update on the kickboxing Celebration gym. This is still looking like this. What's going on? Let's see the latest.
Once again, anybody in front of the Celebration Town Tavern, Market Street Diner, and Reggiano's.
Looks like they're working on the switches back there. The real question is, what's gonna be finished first? The kickboxing gym or the Celebration eyesore? What will be done first? They got an old school army Jeep here, but they even have like a machine gun on the back. I never thought I'd see this image of just like a machine gun with a hotel in the background. We're leaving the car section, we're going to the market section. Love this, you can build your own bouquet that they're selling out of kind of an old, the Volkswagen truck they kind of converted. There's like Labubu stuff. This is kind of how you feel at all times after you hit 30. Here's some custom little earrings. Orange bird, then you got the monorails, then you got Gertie and some screen canisters. The Skyliners as a keychain. It's like a Figment lion. Over here they have some different types of lotion. They got Welcome to Jurassic Park, Mr. DNA right there, the Time Rover, and then Clever Girl. Only then will we truly be living with the land. Here's like some painted wood cutouts. Got Judy Hopps and Nick right there. Figment, Lady and the Tramp, Little Yoda, look at Pinocchio. So this company is called Classic Wall, Characters and More. Orange Bird, Lilo, Snow White, Stitch right there. They have a fun little photo up next to Orange Bird with all these different balloons. Squeeze Me, tattoos. Little Bean Bunny representation right there. They have a bounce house out here. So again, like Celebration is pretty much just like living in its own little weird amusement park. So there's constantly different activities, different festivals, different farmers markets happening like every week. But the car show is a massive one for the year. This is one of the kind of the biggest events that happens. But people fly in from all over the world to experience this. Meet me at the ball. Sorcerer Mickey hat right there, giving park hopper energy, having a meltdown like the Hannah Montana logo. Disney adult. What is this? Oh my god, it looks like a Gideon's cookie but on freaking steroids. There's like fillings inside. The s'mores one looks really good. Cookies and cream. The red velvet. But they got a Figment cookie and kind of a little Spaceship Earth cookie. These all look so good. It was $19 for 2 cookies. Figment's encased in here. Here we have a little Figment UFO. That's they injected something in the bottom. Oh, it smells like, you know, the strawberry kind of a granola bar, is that filling? It's like a creamy strawberry in there. I'm probably gonna rip off the fondant. But now we got the s'mores. This sucker's like melting in the sun already. Here's like little crocheted Spider-Man, upside down, little Miles Morales, the Mickey hat, Figment. Now look, this is the cutest little Spaceship Earth I have ever seen. That is great.
What are you trading?
And they have a little Gertie also down there. The baked goods here look so good. They're gonna have pepperoni pizza twists, cheesy bacon garlic, dulce de leche stuffed brownies, knock you naked brownie, gooey gooey butter cake. Look at this, here's the pepperoni cheese twist. There's a little hidden Mickey pepperoni right there. They said to warm up in an oven or you can eat it just like this. All right, here we go. Oh, they got some burnt ends. Look at that. Peach tea glaze, pork belly burnt ends. I'm gonna get some of those. Chef Jared. Good little crisp on the outside. Nice and fatty and juicy. Look at that thing. I am stuffed. There's so much food that you could try that. They got killer potatoes. It's like loaded baked potatoes. At Just Pies Orlando. From our living laboratories, soaring through the orange groves, even the hooves of the mighty buffalo, grand and miraculous spaceship. Thank the Phoenicians. I feel like that's probably the best one. Thank the Phoenicians. A figment of dreams. All right, Adam's been taking Polaroids. See the best one, the alien. He's enjoying Celebration. Look, it's a 3-door, one of one. So on this side, there's only a door for the driver's side. And then you come around on the other end, and there's 2 doors for the passengers. Got a Spider-Man down, Spider-Man down. I know it's getting a little hot out. He's trying to rehydrate, have some water. It's about 2 in the afternoon now. It's just picking up. It's just getting busier and busier and busier. And we have so many DeLoreans. There's just countless DeLoreans here right now. Golf carts are just getting bougier and bougier. Look at this. It's got a freaking table to hang out and play cards on. Okay, so the car show ends at 4. We're gonna go to 192 next. There's some big updates at Oldtown I want to show you guys, and also a massive closing at one of the restaurants right across from like the Celebration bubble. Now there is like nowhere to park. for like blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks from downtown. Now when it comes to Celebration, everybody wants to live downtown. You don't want to live downtown. You want to live close to downtown. You live in downtown, you are fighting with so much traffic. There's nowhere to park because there's so many different tourists coming in. So you want to like just bring your groceries. Good luck if you're living downtown. So you want to live like close, a couple blocks away to downtown so you get to enjoy it, but you're not dealing with all the mess down there. We've made it to Oldtown. I lived for about a year right behind Oldtown. We did our first half of the DCP, what, 2016, so it's been like a decade. And then the second half we were like, Disney's screwing us over on this rent. Let's just get our own place and save a little bit of money. So we lived right behind Oldtown. There's been some major updates. We got the Bacon Zilla, 50% more meat than a typical quarter pounder. The Shoney's has now officially closed. All right, so Shoney's closed, but then also in downtown Orlando, Hamburger Mary's closed, I think like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It's been a while, but it's coming here. It's coming to Oldtown now. Sorry for any inconvenience. We are closed for maintenance. I think probably Shoney's put that up. It'll be coming eventually. There's no dates or times, but they're loading stuff in, it looks like. Now they have 2 fish spas here. This is where like the fish eat the dead skin off your feet. They got 2 of them here. This is new gummy buckets. Pick your mix. I don't know if they're gonna have the gummies that I like, but world's largest 35-pound candy bucket with some AI art. Yeah, that's AI too. So we got a big gummy bear here, but here's the 35-pound gummy bucket. What the heck? Gummy fries with the classic gummy Krabby Patty, $325. That can all be yours with gummies. So you come in, grab your bucket, just filled with all the gummy goodness. Here's the wall of gummy. Oh, you get all of this in the 30-pound bucket? So you get 1,200 gummies in the 35-pounder. You can get little gummy avocados. There was like a Ninja Warrior place here. I think it was there. That's closed now, I think. It was somewhere over here, but that's out of business, I guess. If you're a fan of sushi in Orlando, Mr. Sushi Express has some solid stuff. If you're in the area and you like sushi, try it out. They got the magnet store. This is a pretty awesome t-shirt, but is it AI? I don't know. The entire store is just like a wall of magnets. So you need a little alien magnet, little plush alien magnet. They got one. He should be smoking a cigarette though. I refuse to become a nugget. Look at this like disturbing little pig guy. Looks like you got Frankenstein together. Waffle House, amateur wrestling, nightly. The 192 Waffle House right across the street. Roll up some spooky spirit.
I'm sorry,
Scared shitless. But it's definitely some AI. Joint custody. Hash squatch. That little monkey definitely just ate a 35-pound of gummies. Hand sanitizer makes it sound like I'm getting in trouble. They got a game called the Screwdriver. If you look in, it's just like a $100 bill wrapped around the prize. Are those actually $100 bills though? You need some night vision goggles. This is where you come to get them in Oldtown. They got little banners out. 40 years of quirky cool. And then there's the other fish spot right there. So a lot of business for eating dead skin off your feet. If you ever wonder where the coldest beer in America is, it's here in Oldtown. It is interesting to see how much has changed and how much hasn't changed. Nothing sells popcorn better than blurry advertisements of popcorn. Yeah, so we lived right on the other side of the coaster. So if you see there's kind of like those tan buildings back there, that's where we lived. We lived over there. They definitely have made an effort to kind of spruce up Oldtown. Jesus is calling. No. I think Woody's calling. Woody, take the wheel. This is where they bring them all the way back. And they swing them all the way. All right, they are all the way up there now. They're about to drop them. Oh, there they go. We're gonna be going to the next little stop that closed right across the Celebration Water Tower and the Publix and Chick-fil-A. This dude's on the Vomitron. Oh God. All right, Celebration Water Tower is right there. Marco's Pizza that we tried last week is right there. This used to be like that Boston lobster place, and then it switched to another place, and then it just recently opened as like a steak restaurant. The best meat on a stick, the Latin restaurant, bar, live music, and special events. This had like just opened, and now it's closed. That's the thing about 192. It's like, it's really hard to survive on 192 now. It's just like all abandoned. Everything is still in there. You need some boots. Oh, the heels have been ripped off of both of them. 192 again has been kind of dying over the years. Everybody used to kind of stay here on 192, right? And then Disney built all their resorts in the 90s, and then there used to be all these places around Disney. Then they really built out Disney Springs, so then everybody just stays kind of on property and in the bubble. So 192 was still kind of populated by people from Celebration. We have this kind of area of Celebration, right, with like the Chick-fil-A and the Publix, but they built the new shopping center, right, where you can see the Mickey Power Pole. And there's all these awesome shops, so everybody just kind of stays in that Celebration bubble. Everybody stays in the Disney bubble. So 192 is just kind of going away. So if you're trying to start a business, I would not start it on 192. But what is going on back here? I got some syringes on the ground. There's bottles of alcohol. What is going on? This is like popping. Literally a couple months ago, there's like Halloween decorations and Christmas decorations. I'm so confused on what happened. The signage is all there. All to put like the dirty linens, extra chairs. It's like they just like abandoned it. They used to have a drive-through here at some point. All right, so it opened in March of last year. It's already closed, so not a good sign. Oh yeah. I'm sorry to the fans of this restaurant, but it's no longer here. Okay, so the place that we were just at, right there, right? So Adam were like, oh, you know what? Let's go get some dinner at Pizza Press. Okay, I you not. I you not. Look at this. Thank you, Celebration, for 9 amazing years. We would like to sincerely thank you for your support over the past 9 years. It's been an amazing pleasure serving this community. Unfortunately, our doors of our Celebration location will be closing April 1st. What? This is what I'm talking about. If you are a business across this line, you're screwed. If you're in the Celebration bubble, you're good. Pizza Press. 9 years. 9 freaking years. 9 years and it's gone. Oh my God. Well, let's just go eat in Celebration. All right, let's just continue our tour of stuff that's closed recently. So the shops at Celebration Place, this side of the street also kind of struggles. All the Disney buildings are over there, but this used to be an Arby's, and then they were gonna turn it into like a Daddy's Subs or something like that. But they just removed the signage, so it's no longer coming soon. Because the Arby's closed, and then there was a new restaurant that was gonna be coming in, and they had signs up like coming soon, but now that is all gone. Now the Applebee's over here also closed. I didn't expect today's video to turn into this. All right, so this used to be the Applebee's. Now this closed, but all the patio furniture is gone. It's just all abandoned. Thank you for your many years of business. This location is now closed. Yeah, so the Applebee's is no longer here. It's been abandoned. Let's go to an actual place that's still open, that I know is open. All right, so this is World Drive. This is where it ends, right here. So Disney World is right down there. This is the new shopping center we're going into. This opened a couple years ago at Celebration Point. But there's just so many restaurants here now. There's probably a couple dozen restaurants. And then over there's the Publix. So you see the Mickey Power Pole right behind it. So this whole like shopping center has kind of taken over the use of like 192 and all those restaurants. Pop into Celebration Brewing Company. They got some really good food. I've already been drinking a little bit of it, but they have a guava cider. It's so good. All right, this is what I'm talking about. We got pepperoni, right? You get those wonderful little cups full of grease, a little hot tub of grease. It's so good. This is one of my favorite pizzas to eat in Celebration. And we got some hot honey on top of it. I always love the names of their rotating beers. So they have On Point Pills, right? Because we're at the Celebration Point. And they got Mary Poppins, Lakeside Lager, Dr. Orange You Dreamy, Front Porch, We Once the Redhead, Strong Storm, and then no sleep till celebration. Okay guys, you're back in the office. So for these celebration updates, I also want to kind of talk about some of the stuff that's posted on the Facebook pages. There's some wonderful content that's posted on the Facebook pages. So someone posted this. Tonight, my husband went to go throw some trash away in the dumpster behind Georgetown. He usually makes a rattling sound to scare away the raccoons before opening the door. Well, tonight, he had a totally different sort of fright. A head in a black bag next to the dumpster. Luckily, upon closer inspection, he realized it was just a mannequin head. Needless to say, he had the scare of his life, and it's not even Halloween yet. So I hope you're enjoying these little celebration updates. I'm trying to kind of format them kind of like how my like Universal and Disney updates are when I'm in the theme parks. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button if you have not already. Hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things theme parks and celebration. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon. And then no sleep till celebration. The best on a stick